Hello everybody, my name is Tony G. I've been asked after making the last video about Parmigiano to make more cooking video, and welcome to my home, my kitchen. And today we're going to make risotto ai porri with a little twist. I'm going to add some pancetta, and I'm going to show you what the ingredients are to start off this serving. I would say between 2 to 3 people, because I don't know. So we're going to start off. I'm going to have a clarified butter. I like to use clarified butter, right? Then obviously I'm going to have my leek. I'm going to have my cannaroli rice. I'm going to have my pancetta that we just bought. I'll open it up so you can actually see it. There's my pancetta. And you need some Parmigiano. And you're gonna need some white wine. And we're gonna make a brodo. So you need 1 liter of water. I'm gonna show you. And I don't have fresh brodo, so I'm gonna make it from my bouillons, right? And we're gonna start, right? So first of all, I'm going to put the water in the brodo. And I'm going to warm it up. Away. Second of all, I'm going to chop. There you go. I'm going to chop my leek. Be careful. Try to use only the white part and try to do it super thin. All right, because it's going to melt inside our pan. So it's got to be super thin. This is what it's going to give the flavor to our risotto. Right, so I'm chopping up all the white part from the leek.
And why is it we just want the white part?
Because the green part is bitter. So you try to use only the white part. I already washed the leek before, by the way. In case people are wondering. Chop it as fine as you can.
Are there any techniques to get it as fine?
Well, you gotta use a sharp knife and, get your thumb or your index finger so you don't cut yourself.
So the leek's there to add
flavor? No, the whole flavor is the leek.
Ah.
The whole flavor. Now it's turning too green, so I'm gonna take this. If you come around this way, I'm gonna take some olive oil. I forgot to mention, pure olive oil, Italian olive oil, extra virgin. I'm gonna put it in there. You have to wait for this to go, and then I'm going to take the leek. But before that, I'm gonna take the pancetta, and I'm going to cut it in little chunks. Very much like the Parmigiano video I made, but pancetta is a little different than guanciale.
So we're not cutting away any excess.
No, we're not cutting anything away because it doesn't have. So I'm going to take it like this, and then I'm going to chop it even finer. I'm going to make little squares if I can. You want it to be nice and like little squares.
And the bouillon you put in the pot, how many blocks of those?
I don't know. I just use it. I don't use precise amounts. I just do it by eye. I've learned to just do by eye everything. So I don't know, that should be enough. So we're adding the pancetta to give it some added flavor. Right, so now we're going to warm up this pan. And then we're gonna put the pancetta in there. And make sure it cooks. I'm gonna move these things over here now because this can go in the garbage. and I'm going to show you the portion. So the portion of the rice, it's very famous in Italy, what we say about the rice. So we say one fistful is for one person. That's what we say in Italy. So I'm going to make for 2 or 3. So there's 1, there's 2, and there's 3. That should be enough for 3 people. Maybe even 4 because I got big hands. Right? So I'm gonna take my broth, vegetable broth to a boil because I want the broth super hot. You see? And that's 1 liter of water. With 2, I used this organic. I'm gonna show you. I use this organic Go Bio, it's called, their vegetable bouillon, which is very good, just because I'm lazy and I don't want to make a vegetable broth from scratch, right? So if you want to make a vegetable broth from scratch, you can. All you do is take celery, onion, carrot, and throw it in a boiling hot water, let it cook, and you'll get a nice vegetable broth, right? So I'm mixing this so it melts, because I'm going to need this to cook the rice. The rice is cooked with the vegetable broth, right?
It's interesting.
So that's going.
You put it in the broth so the rice gets flavor.
Yeah, that's how you cook the rice. So now I'm going to throw the pancetta in, right? I don't normally do it with pancetta, but today I thought maybe we would do it, give it a little bit of taste, different taste to the rice, right? And you can see. So now we wait for the pancetta to become crispy, and then we'll throw the leeks in, and then we'll throw the rice in. So we grated a Parmigiano for afterwards. We brought out our white wine. The pancetta seems to be almost there. So what we'll do now, we will throw the leeks in. I got this beautiful board that's fantastic, that bends like this. Now I'm going to throw the leeks. Right? Now the leeks and the pancetta are going to take off a beautiful feeling, a beautiful taste. The leeks are going to melt. The pancetta is going to keep on cooking. I don't know if anybody's ever had this. Normally, risotto ai porri does not call for pancetta. I just wanted to give you a little bit of a twist because that's the way I am, right? So you see how the leek now is starting to become liquefied. It will get all liquefied, trust me. We're just gonna let it sit a bit.
And you have this over medium heat?
Yeah, it's over medium heat right now. Well, the pancetta is going to give it such a nice taste. A little different, right? Someone's going to say, risotto ai porri, doesn't call for pancetta. Well, risotto ai porri actually calls for whatever you want to put in there. If you want to be a little bit adventurous in your cooking. Adventurous, like me. I dress people for, to look their best. I cook for people to have their best also. Everybody tells me, Tony, you should open up a restaurant. You should open up a restaurant. The problem is I like to cook for my friends, but I don't think I like to spend my life in the kitchen. So I just keep cooking for my friends and dress people for their success.
Is it true you cooked in the store, in the clothing store?
Yeah, so in London, when I opened up my store in London, I had a kitchen inside the store. And when Matt LeBlanc came to the store, I made him lunch. When Grigor Dimitrov came to the store, he's a tennis player, we made lunch. We used to cook for clients. So that's a different story though. You cook for clients, but cooking for a restaurant is a whole different ballgame. And I'm pretty sure I'm not at that level, because I know how to cook for 5, 6, 7 people, maybe even 10. But mostly I cook for 2 or 4 people, right? Okay, at this point, I'm going to throw the rice. So now the rice has to get clear. So it has to get almost translucent. Right? When it gets translucent, it means it's done. Not done, but then you can add, because I'm going to add some white wine after this. It's for you to see, but you'll see that the rice will get translucent. You know, it's normally white, and then it'll change color. It'll become almost like transparent. That's what I guess translucent means, right? But when you do this, you have to keep on stirring. Sorry about my English, you know, I'm Italian. Stirring, you know, everything sounds the same. Right? Only for probably another minute or so.
And when it's transparent, that means it's cooked.
No, it's not cooked. No, that's just, so you have to toast it, we say in Italian. You have to toast it first before it gets cooked. Because if not, it's going to be, the taste is going to be totally awful, right? You want to make sure it's translucent, because then it will cook. So we'll cook it with the broth right next to us, right? But before that, I'm going to make it translucent like I'm trying to do, right? I'm going to throw, see, at the same time the leeks are starting to disappear and melt, right? Right? Turn the heat up a little bit. That looks good, huh?
Beautiful.
It looks yummy now. It's almost like Italian flag. Red, white, and green. Huh?
It does.
It does, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay, so now I'm going to be very generous and put a little bit of white wine. Okay.
And the purpose is to deglaze?
Yeah, purpose to deglaze, to give us some beautiful taste. The white wine is outstanding. Don't use cheap white wine, huh? Make sure you use good white wine. Whenever you deglaze, white or red, always use, right? And when the smell of the wine is gone, that's when you can start cooking, right? You have to wait a few minutes. I turn the heat up a little bit. I'm going to have a glass myself. This wine is from Italy. No, it's a Vermentino. Beautiful Italian wine. From Toscana, Costa Toscana. Very, very nice.
So perhaps for those of us that don't cook often, the deglazing, what happens in that process?
So it gives taste to everything, right? So it takes away everything that's in the bottom of the pan. Mm-hmm. And it blends everything together, right? So, you know, some dishes will call for white wine, some dishes call for red wine, right? I use white wine most of the time, and sometimes when I cook, you know, guanciale, or maybe I'll use red wine, depending on what I'm cooking. Almost there. Okay, I think now you have to wait till it deglazes. Okay, now I'm going to turn the heat down a little bit. I have my broth here. I'm going to grab, what do you call it in English? A colander? Colander? What do you call this? We call it mestolo in Italian. Mestolo. I don't know what you call it in English. And I'm going to take a little bit and I'm going to put it in there, right? And slowly now I turn the heat down. Now the rice is going to cook. Okay? This will take about 20 minutes. And it will be done. Alright, welcome back. So my rice has been cooking about 20 minutes. It's starting to be almost there. It looks fantastic. I taste it to make sure, right? So let me taste it. Blow on it because else you're going to bring them up. So it depends how you like it. I like it quite al dente, so I'm gonna let it cook for another 2-3 minutes. I was discussing, so I have these flat plates here, and rice should be served only on a flat plate. Why? Because you want the rice to turn around and settle, and the rice is very hot. Normally, even in Italy, they bang it like this to make the rice. And then you take your fork and you go from outside in. That's how you eat rice. So you don't ever put it in a concave plate or a pasta plate, because then all the rice is gonna fall in the middle and never gonna cool down. Rice needs to be eaten like this, around, around, around to the middle, so you can eat it, right? And use a flat plate, please. Don't use a concave plate. My friend is filming, he's gonna have a taste of it, he's gonna understand what I'm talking about. So we're almost there. I can see the density being the right density. It looks unbelievable, and I can tell you the taste. Hey, bear in mind, I didn't put any salt or pepper. Why? The pancetta is already salty, right? The Parmigiano that I'm going to put to amalgamate is salty. So if you want more, at the table you can put whatever you want. But you know, I didn't put any. It's just good like this. Okay, it is good. For me, it's good. I'm gonna take it off the fire, right?
And how long would you say you cook the rice for?
I would say 25 minutes, right? I'm gonna take my butter. Check it out, huh? I'm gonna take my butter. I'm gonna stir it off the fire, huh? Off the fire. Okay. And this is clarified butter. Burro chiarificato in Italian. Okay?
And what's the purpose of having the butter in there?
Well, the butter makes it all come together. That's what gives it the sweet taste. You'll see when you taste it, my friend. Because you're going to taste it. Okay? All right. Now it's Parmigiano's turn. All the Parmigiano that I grated inside there. That's where the cream comes. Wow. I should be a chef. Huh?
Absolutely.
Did you see this? You see this? Okay, now it's resting time. I'm gonna actually use a plate because I don't tell a thing, and I'm gonna let her rest. I'm going to let her rest for 2-3 minutes, and then I'm gonna plate it. Take a look. Yeah, I think it's good. So, huh? Let's plate this beautiful baby. I'm sorry, yeah, I made a little boo-boo there, but. So what they do in Italy, they go like this. They go like this. There you go. Look.
Beautiful.
Huh? So here we are. So I just made risotto ai porri with pancetta. And I think I kind of mentioned while I was doing the video how to eat risotto, right? So I said, always in a flat plate like this. And you have to eat it from outside in, like this, see? Like this. And then, it's not hot at all. It's perfect. It's fantastic. Thank you very much. Make sure you keep following us. Love you. Come back to our channel. Thank you.